First rap.
Yeah.
First rap. It was probably a freestyle for real. But my first like shit I put out, I was locked up.
And how did that get out? How did that work out?
I caught this crazy ass charge in Fort Collins, and had to sit in there for a minute. I wrote probably like 40 records. You feel me? This was
You didn't experience the writer's block while you're locked up?
Nah, cause it was like my first time I was fucked up. You feel me?
Right.
Like on some crazy ass charges. You feel
had
me?
something to say.
Facts. So I just that's what really kind of pushed it was in. You feel me?
And that was the point where you kind of started. You said you kind of chose rap, and you kind of figure you're gonna kind of go with this and see where it takes you because you need a change, right?
Facts. That's a fact.
So you wrote 40 songs in jail?
Yeah, it probably wasn't 40 full songs, but
right.
I was just.
But still, like I mean, shit.
Yeah, just had a whole notebook when I got out. Got in the lab. I went to I fucked with FL first.
Okay.
Hell yeah, shout out FL. Then I went to KMG. Fucked with them. And then it was going after that.
Were you on some Tupac shit? Were you laying a couple of 2-3 tracks a day, or how was it going? Were you excited to be out?
No, I just when I got out, I still had to get my life together. You feel me?
True that.
Fucked up, ain't had no money and shit, so I was down on my dick for real.
You started from really like the bottom like that. You know, we all get knocked down, man. It's just how strong we are to kind of pick ourselves back up and make it back.
For sure.
And how long ago was that?
Long ago, probably like 2011, 2012-ish. Feel me?
And how did that, how did that kind of first process start of you, kind of taking it serious after getting everything situated?
Shit, bro, I just was grinding for real. I was trapping for real. I had a job, you know what I'm saying? Start just making money for real. Start putting my music on World Star and shit. Got a video on there. Got hella videos on there for real. And shit, it just started popping from there. I met DJ K-Tone. Fucked with him for a while. And got on the road, went on tour with Lil Durk. Shout out Durk, shout out DJ Bands.
How'd you score that?
I was fucking with DJ Bands, his DJ.
Okay. You talking about DJ Bands from Denver?
Nah, OTF Bands.
Okay.
DJ Bands.
Okay.
From OTF.
Yes.
Lil Durk's DJ, official DJ.
And how'd you hook up with him then?
He was in the city, and one of the rappers out here was telling me he needed to get to the airport.
Right.
So I just took
As
him
easy as some shit like that, right?
In fact, so I took him to the airport, got him right on the smoke. You feel me? Told him where to get some smoke. Took him to get some smoke, and went to the airport. Played some music and shit. He didn't even know. I didn't even tell him who it was first. I just mixed my shit in.
Exactly.
You feel me, on the low, and he fucked with it, and it was a wrap after that.
Hell yeah. What was it like being on the tour with Lil Durk? Because I mean, he pulls a big crowd, man.
It was one of his first tours. It was a 2 times tour, probably first or second tour, but it was called a 2 times tour. I went to 5 states. One of the shows got canceled, but it was dope. It was dope. We was on tour with Lyjon Smith. I think it's Lyjon Smith. I think, but he Florida dude, one of those. He hard. Who else? It was a whole bunch of people, but it started in Miami at the Hangar. It was pretty dope.
How'd you kind of were you going to other states and kind of showcasing your music?
Yeah, for sure.
Where were you going?
We went to Miami. Here, of course. We had Atlanta on there, and we had Greensboro on there, and Greensboro got canceled.
And is this pre-COVID, before COVID, after COVID?
Yeah, this is probably, I think, don't quote me, but 2018 maybe.
Okay.
Or 20, no, way before that, probably 2016 maybe, I think. I could be wrong though, but yeah.
So that's one thing that Grit kind of told me about you. He said you've been doing it for a minute. You've definitely been consistent, improved and gotten better and keep raising the bar.
Facts. That's all we gotta do. You feel me? Just keep putting that pressure. As soon as somebody quit, ain't shit. Feel me?
That's Questa's saying right there, pressure. Shout out Questa, the celebrity chef. You know what I'm saying? But how many albums or projects you got out, bro?
Probably like let me see, might be like 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 5.
What was your first one?
First one was called Suicide.
Can people still get that or listen to that?
Yeah, it's on mixtape sites like
That Piff?
yeah, that Piff, for sure.
Remember that back in the day?
Hell yeah, they sponsored that shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So shit, I mean, you've been on That Piff, you're on fucking World Star.
That Piff, World Star, of course the Pandoras, of course Apple Music, of course SoundCloud, Audio Mac. I was trending on there.
What kind of got what was the point where it kind of got you trending and got you kind of to that next level?
I just ain't quit for real, because a lot of people be feeling like this shit is about being rich and shit. You feel me? And always
About
being
grinding.
up.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it's about always being able to display your art when you're going through ups and downs. You feel me? And people be scared of that. But more people going through bullshit than just balling out. You
Right.
feel me? So if you display all the shit, you know what I'm saying, you be able to.
You make it like a story and you make it interesting. Your ups, your downs, your fucking succeeds, your fails.
Facts.
Yeah.
It don't stop. You feel me? This shit don't stop. Tomorrow's gonna be a new story. You feel me?
Exactly.
People be asking me what's the plan. It's a new fucking plan every day.
You know what's funny is I was watching some podcasts last night, and I'm watching the DJ Jazz Jeff podcast, and he's talking about that, how like with him and Will Smith, they just rapped about their day every day, what they did that day. And that's exactly like, you know, that was in 88. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's like 20 years, 30 years later, but I mean, you're talking about the same shit, just give them a new experience of Ray
Facts.
Reed, you know what I mean?
Facts, because people, you make music for people to feel instead of like. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People go through shit. Like, it's about the frequencies. Like, when you listen to great music, your arms start to bump up, goosebumps, all that shit's real.
It's a
You
feeling.
feel me?
It's a
And
feeling.
and a lot of people ain't tapped in their brain to understand that that's something. You know what I'm saying? When you feeling something as big as the music come on and you really get the chills, that shit's real. You feel me? It's another level of knowing what's happening right now. You feel me? And the whole world is built off of these frequencies.
Right.
You feel me? Music is in everything you could think of.
Are you talking that Ralphie Sway language of their frequencies and vibrations and, you know, that V?
Same shit. We talking the God language. That's what
Shit,
we are.
real life.
Exactly. So I mean, some of y'all might not get this, but I mean, maybe y'all need to listen to this a couple of times because you know these brothers over here, you know, they're definitely making moves and they're definitely, you know what I mean, taking this to the next level, man. And that's dope.
And it really is dope seeing, you know, just the connections that you make on a daily basis, a directional change, not necessarily away from what you're doing, but like in a direction you didn't expect or didn't know was going to help your position. You know what I mean? And I think that's something dope that happens here a lot on this show. Is that we make connections all the time in the podcast that end up creating some, you know, cool and something big that nobody even know was gonna happen.
Yes.
And it's cool. It's a cool little vibe, and that happens, you know, all over the place across the board. But staying open to those situations instead of closing it off like on the shit already. You know what I mean? I think makes the difference in the artist too. You know, like you said, feeling it's bigger than a like. You know, I like that. That was mad dope.
It's everything. It's
I
everything.
respect that.
A lot of these songs nowadays just going crazy. People just like them. You feel me? That's why they forget about them.
Right. They're here to dig on the one.
Somebody just like you, they're just gonna be around just until they don't like you no more. You feel me? Music that you feel is forever. It's forever.
Timeless.
It's forever.
It all lasts forever. Yeah.
How do you stay consistent? Because it's
don't-
hard.
Nah, it's not hard. Like
No.
I said, you gotta paint the ups and downs. You feel me? As soon as you stop painting, you ain't consistent. You feel
As soon
me?
as you're doing it for a like and not a feel.
Facts.
That's the best way to have put that
Facts.
shit. That was so
I wish
dope.
you could just run all our
Be in
enemies
your
back in
own
here.
way,
Like, the
too.
niggas be saying, like,
Bro, it's
yeah,
it's
just
quotes.
like, love, it's all we got. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, that's why people be like, oh, it's weird how all these things connected. How is it weird? Like, you
Right.
feel me?
Right.
I've been known, bro. When bro started doing shit, and I told him I want to do something, boom. Already a connection right there. Yep, bro, come this way and you just do that. Then you run into people like Ralphie along the way, and it's like, oh yeah, he's just like what we on.
Boom, same shit.
It's not really that hard. I feel like, you feel me? Sometimes like God's gonna give you opportunities all the time. You either gonna motherfucker take advantage or squander that shit.
You just gotta recognize and take advantage of. Not take
Yeah,
advantage
people
of,
will
but
fuck you up
recognize
for a
it and
couple
utilize
dollars,
it.
not realizing even where you going. Like, bro, you crashed out for a couple hundred. Bro, keep that.
And that's to that point. To
Keep
that
that
point,
little
that's
shit. Like,
that's
for
why
real.
it's important to make deals and to connect with people on something that you both prosper. As soon as you make a deal that benefits one person more, eventually it gets sour and the business ain't done no more, or whatever. Even the connection ain't there no more. It's making sure that even if you're winning, like let's say you're benefiting more than somebody else in the deal, like it's always worth it for you later, more in the long run, to restructure that, and make sure it's good for everybody. Because long distance, long term is the shit that makes
That back end money,
Makes the
not that up
difference.
front.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I brought the people, you know what I'm saying, when I was co-hosting with Brett, like, I feel like we don't all give a fuck about none of that. Like, as long as we winning. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm up this much. Yeah, let's go on a vacation. I got it. Yeah, we good. We all eating though. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's Ralphie, Ray, any of my niggas. Like,
Well,
bro,
and I think
congrats.
even,
It's gonna put light on the scene.
Even to add what Grit's saying too, it's like just a care of the environment. Like niggas both of them done pulled up on me and said real shit in the middle of my lowest vibration. I done been in the club, Ray done walked up like, bro, fuck all that, nigga, you out of here. And I was about to damn near slide one day or some shit. And Grit called me, and I literally turned around and went home and played the bass guitar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Practice it at least. You know what I'm saying? So I
Make
think
something
it's
positive
deeper
out of
than,
it.
you know what I'm saying? It's just that caring that once you locked in, you really locked in. It ain't no industry shit.
No, that's what makes the difference, bro. And that's, I think, what's gonna help catapult. I think there is in the city there is like a little bit of a movement where people are starting to fuck with each other and like see each other's light and want to show it to their followers.
This what's happening right now. It's the Hunger Games right now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody is understanding that if you don't come together, you're not shit.
Bro,
You feel me?
that's it.
And I've been that way. That's why my niggas fuck with me, because I've been that way. If everybody thought like me out here, everybody would be
I'm saying,
famous.
Okay.
We be
Bro,
already
I
on, huh?
know.
I just
You feel me? I ain't never gave a fuck
You know-
about sharing nobody's shit on my platform. I don't give a fuck what you doing. I don't care if it's bigger than what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You feel me?
I support it if I fuck
I'm
with it.
telling you. And they can vouch
that's what I
for me.
was just
Yeah.
showing
All
him.
my
I was
niggas can
just
vouch for
raised
me.
in
You
front
feel
of
me?
this.
I'm pulling up front of my nigga shows.
that's
I'm
what
not
we
in the back
Yeah.
hiding, trying to act like I'm not there, fucking with my niggas. Nah, I'm posting my niggas all day, every day. You feel me?
Yeah.
We trying to get on. The fuck? I don't care
You know
who
what?
watching my shit.
And I understand back in the day. I always say, Denver didn't have the bread for local hip hop back in the day. It didn't exist here. It was tough to get a show that paid any money. You know what I mean? You always had to sell your own tickets to maybe catch a little couple bucks here and there, and that shit was whack. But now, man, it's like, yo, everybody get off that whack shit, because there's money here. It's enough for everybody to make it and live abundant. But we're living in petty. Not everybody. A lot of people are waking up, but for so long, so many people have been living on that like scarcity shit. We gotta live in abundance, Make that shit happen for ourselves.
Facts.
And that
It ain't.
and that's what you're actually doing, man. You're actually living off this, right?
Yeah.
You don't
facts.
have a 9 to 5, or do you?
Nah, hell no. This is my 9 to 5. This
Then
shit.
5 to 9.
Yeah,
The 9 to 9.
24/7.
Facts.
24/8.
Remember, I'm on 29th show this weekend. You feel me? That's this month. I mean, this year.
What are your top 2 favorite shows you've done this year so far?
This year,
Yeah.
my top show was the Dro show. That was just recently. Shout out for the 420 show. It was dope as
That was
fuck.
at the number 38.
Yeah, at number 38. It was almost.
Yeah.
It was almost 2,000 people
I
there.
told y'all. Fool.
Shout out motherfucking Dro. Shout out
I
JB.
seen Grit right after.
Shout out all the motherfuckers, man. It was lit. Shout out Keith Comedy, man. It was a movie. That shit was a movie, dog. I'm talking about. It was almost 2,000 people in there.
The
I
water
rocked
bottle.
out for about 30 minutes. My dog
The
Grit
other
was
one.
up there with me. KDJ was rocking out. Sway was out there with me. It was a motherfucking movie for real.
Hell yeah.
What's your favorite show ever?
Damn. My favorite show ever was one of my first big shows, but it wasn't like one of my first ones. But it was crazy. It was fucking crazy story. Fucking Made in Tokyo. Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
Is that a group?
Yeah. Nah, he a rapper.
Yeah.
He's a rapper. I never heard of
he
him.
hard. He hard. He was on tour with Tory Lanez and ASAP Ferg.
Is he from Tokyo?
Nah.
Okay, I'm just curious.
No, yeah, right. It's a good,
ASAP Ferg.
honest question.
Yeah, he was on tour with ASAP Ferg and who was it? Tory Lanez, and he had to get an emergency root canal, so he couldn't perform. So they called me. I came, grabbed K-Tone. We came, rocked out. That was my favorite show for sure. It was at the Ogden, sold out night. It's cracking. Y'all know